Okay, I'm going to show exactly what I do to train my neck. Get an iron neck, stronger chin, take more punches, just be a tougher fighter. You need a strong neck. Generally, I'll do 3 sets. I'll do my warm-up, as we see here. So I'll warm up my neck very well. Because in the past, when I have had a bit of a sore neck or stiff neck from doing neck exercises, a lot of it was back in the day when, for example, I used to wake up at 4 a.m, jump straight out of bed and do bridging because I was obsessed trying to get a stronger neck. I didn't want to be knocked out. Just that's my worst fear. Being dropped, being knocked out. So now I'll do a thorough warm-up, don't have any problems. So like here, just using gravity, using my hand, just warming up the front of the neck. Just lying on the bench, front curls, do it to the side as well. And then I'll do like a closed chain version where I'm kind of rolling back and forth, a bit like a front bridge. Again, looks a little weird, but yeah, it does build a very strong neck. And anyway, I recommend everyone get down to a martial arts gym, train martial arts. Don't just train to look a part, but actually train for a purpose. Gives you more motivation to do it. So this one, nice little warm up for the front, going front, side, rotation. And again, warm up, generally I'll go by feel, but I'm going for higher reps. So especially with the warm up, I'm really not counting reps, I'm just going by feel. Nice one for the back of the neck where I'm just kind of looking up, looking to the side. Again, another one you've got to try it to feel it because this can be a good exercise in its own right, but it doesn't look like it's doing much. So make sure our back is warmed up and then I'll do a little few bridge holds, elevated. I would say it's a little bit easier, but at the same time, it's still quite hard. Depends how much of your neck you leave on the bench. For example, if I go back, put my shoulders a little bit on the bench, I can make it a lot easier. If I bring my head just to the edge of the bench, it's going to be a lot harder. That's going to warm up my back nicely and the back of my neck. And then the front bridge. And I have to note, the rep scheme I do 3 rounds, all these exercises for 3 rounds, and I generally go for 10 to 15 reps minimum. I don't really do less than 10 reps. So as you can see, this is like an elevated front bridge. Looks a little strange again, but I prefer this to the ground front bridge. Alternate is the plate curl, which I do. So I might do both, but sometimes I'll just pick one. So the plate curl, pretty simple. Again, we're going for higher reps. I'm probably doing 15 reps on this. And just taking a plate, pulling your head, nod up and down. Again, don't do it too fast, nice, slow and controlled. Put a towel over the plate if it hurts a bit. And we do the same for the side. Again, I'm doing 15 reps. Side bending, me personally, I don't have too much flexibility in that way. I mean, it's not cause a problem, but I'll do a smaller range of motion. And again, higher reps. This is an alternate way to hold the plate as well, by the way. You have like one hand round. That's a little more stable. Or you can just hold it with one hand, let the other arm relax. And then onto the back of the neck. So I'll do an elevated bridge. I was actually doing this, there was people doing jiu-jitsu on the mats at the time, so I was doing it on the bench. But you can still get a pretty strong contraction. And I like this to focus kind of on the top of the neck, because if you really try and arch, you're going to feel it really at the top of the neck. And for those of you who don't like bridges, this is a better option because it puts less pressure straight down, although I don't believe that's a bad thing. I went straight through, you know, in a same direction as a normal bridge. And then I'll finish with a classic bridge, usually a few sets of just slow and controlled, up and down, going to the side. And I'll do again 10 to 15 reps. And that's it. And then I'll repeat that 2 to 3 times. And usually I have a pretty big neck pump by the end of it, although that's not the goal. And then it will allow you to do some other stuff like this, which is kind of an old school circus trick, but there are a lot of good ways you can train your neck. They do look kind of circus-ish, but they're very effective. And just the fact that you can do them, you know your neck's pretty fucking strong. So yeah, hope that helps.